Hey y'all, happy Friday. Good to see everyone. It's Friday, so I had to dress up in my favorite color, pink. That was my favorite color before I had a daughter. Wear a little makeup and say hey to y'all. So, here's the deal. If you're thinking about real estate and investing in real estate, technically, single-family homes show a 6.5% on average nationally, 6.5% growth year over year. Condos, 5.5%. Why would you want to do a condo instead of a single-family home? Well, your utility bill is going to be lower. It's going to be half as much. You have shared walls. You don't have outside walls. Your air conditioning bill is going to be less. Your heating bill is going to be less. We moved into a single-family home. Our bill went from $80 for a 2-bedroom to $300 for a 3-bedroom. It was not insulated well. The house was built in '79. So, right off the bat, we're spending a couple grand more in utilities. That's not an investment. So condos can be a great investment. I don't think the average person makes 5.5% to 6.5% on their return to real estate. The average person sells within 3 to 5 years. So if you are thinking about how can I grow my money, high yield savings account. First off, high yield savings account, you get 5% guaranteed. If you have $500,000 and you want liquid cash, put it there. If you have $5, put it there, girl. If you want to do the stock market is also a lot more liquid. And you could have had a week like this last week where everything went on sale. I mean, come on, guys, that would have been great. And then you just sell everything this week, I guess. That's what some people do. Why is real estate a great investment? It isn't always. I'm not gonna lie, it isn't. It's a great investment because if you're gonna spend $2,000 on rent in Denver, which you are, rent is not cheaper here, then some people say, why not put that to my mortgage? So that's sometimes why people do it. Why else is it a great investment? It's a great investment because you never have to move again. You can paint your walls. You can tear down walls. You can replace things when you want. You don't have to wait on the landlord to do it. There are still millionaires that rent. So it's not a guaranteed strategy for wealth. It's a pretty solid strategy for wealth. And it shouldn't be the only thing you do. You need to have liquid cash in order to buy a home. You need to have a savings. Why do you need to have a savings? Because in addition to your down payment, you still need to have $1,000 just for your inspections and appraisal. And I would do a mold test and radon test. Of course, you have to do a radon test. But, anywhere you're renting or buying, it pays to spend $500 on a mold and radon test and see what's going on there. It doesn't matter if it's a new build or not a new build. New builds can have mold too. They can have left a piece of cardboard in the HVAC system, which is why you always want an inspection on a new build house or a condo. They could have done something in the backing of the shower where it's not waterproofed, and you can have mold in a new build. So it's not likely, it's much less likely that you're going to have mold in a new build. It is entirely possible, especially if you're sensitive to mold. Mold has so many issues with our brain health, our thyroid function, on and on and on and on. You do not want that in your body. So test your body for mold, test that environment for mold, stay away from it. You know what else you might want to stay away from is a lot of the chemicals. They use a lot of chemicals in new builds and new cars. So it's just so hard to say. But as much as you can, find environmentally safe products. Generally, it's better to buy a car that's 4 years older. I'm sitting here in my new car with my desk that I got on Facebook Marketplace. That's used. I like used. But it doesn't smell like gas. So I know that there's new car chemicals, but it doesn't smell like gas, and I love that. What else can I tell you today about the real estate market? Things are moving. Things are definitely moving. Compared to 2008, if we want to compare it to 2008, what did we have that year? I have to look it up again, but it was like 30,000 units on the market or something, and I can remember my, now we have about 12, and we have about 4,000 going under contract every month. that has increased from the fall a lot. Everything's going on to under contract generally now that gets on the market. It just, condos can take 6 to 8 months. The average is like technically 2 to 4. Technically it's 30 days. Technically everything is closing in 30 days. That's not true. The condos are taking longer. That they're either going in 3 days, they're going the first weekend, they're going the second weekend. Pretty much everything's going within a month, unless it needs work. Nobody wants a job. Nobody wants to spend their cash right now. So if something needs work, it pays. It pays you in dividends to replace the baseboards. It's not that expensive. Paint or have it painted, not that expensive. You know, cabinets, countertops, things like this, nobody wants to do. Nobody wants to walk into a job, okay? So that's essentially it. It's not even if they want to spend the money. They know they can save $50,000, but they're probably not saving $50,000 because they probably have to go put that in and then also deal with the project for the next 6 months. So it's worth it for you to spend 5, 10, 15, 20 grand getting your house at least to a clean level. One realtor said, I love grandma's house. She says, I love it when my buyers buy grandma's house. It means it's clean, well maintained, way better idea than buying something not clean, not well maintained. Does it need HVAC work? $20,000. Does it need a new kitchen? $60,000. Does it need new flooring? $5,000 to $20,000 depending on the space, how much space it is. Is it 1 room? Is it 10 rooms? Could be $50,000 at that point. So when we got our new floors in our basement, which was not big, it was 1 room, we spent $2,000 on the materials, and we did a lot of the work ourselves. Well, he did it and I did some. We went with the color that was on sale. It was a dark wood. It would have been $5 a square foot, I think, and we got it for $2 a square foot. This was in 2020. It was not in 2025. Trust me, everything is double or triple now. Sorry guys. There are companies where things are not double or triple. They will not pass that discount on to you on the color that's on sale that month, so you have to go in and check it out, which you can't go to places that are builder grade, which is why as your realtor I connect you with contractors that will get you builder grade at a good price. So anyway, if you want to have more questions on construction, I've remodeled 2 Pilates studios and part of a house, so I can tell you my personal experience and I can share some of my client experiences for you. Paint color, definitely look at it morning, noon, and night. It's going to look completely different with different sunlight, different lighting. Put your lighting in first, then paint. Do not paint and then put your lighting in. That paint, you'll be like, it changed 10 shades. I mean, I'm super picky about my paint color. They didn't have the color that I wanted, the shade of purple out of their 10 or 20 or 30 or 40, 50 shades at Sherwin-Williams. So I had them combine 2 colors to make it the right bright and light and crispness for my Pilates studio. And I'd probably do the same with green. If I was gonna design a massage space or a Pilates space or paint my bedrooms now, I would probably go with a shade of green. I was really inspired by all the Wicked color last year. Like, that's not my shade because neon was not, neon green isn't my favorite, but like a green, my favorite house this year, you saw it, you'll see, you can look through my feed and see it. It was the house with the green door, the green cabinetry in the kitchen, the green tile in the bathroom, which did not look like it was from 1970s. It looked so modern. Oh, it was so beautiful. The greenhouse. For me, it's like earthy. I don't know what green represents to you, but I just saw the green woman from Brooklyn that has like green hair. She's like 80 and she's an artist, and I'm not the only one that loves green. So anyway, let me know your real estate questions in the comments. If you have questions on fitness, Pilates, nutrition, yoga, massage, happy to answer those too. Here's your massage tip of the day. Do not go to your massage appointment stressed. Go on your day off If you go at 5 o'clock, you are bringing all your attention to me. I do not want that energy in my body. Don't come on a day you're sad. Don't come on a day you're stressed. Make it your relaxation day. I do not need all that tension coming into my body. Go to counseling if you're sad, okay? Here's my 2 cents. Okay, have a great one.